Hi friends, this is NMK and welcome to my YouTube channel Stock Surfers, and this is the pre-market predictions for Nifty using Elliott wave theory. So before we get into that analysis, so this is my disclaimer. Read carefully each and every line what I had written. So I'm not responsible for any losses if I took the trade according to my trade plans explaining here. So let's move on to SGX Nifty, and as I said yesterday, maybe a gap up open nearly 120 points. It did that same, but even though it's a huge fell after that rejections as I expected in the morning itself, I explained that three-way structure. So it happened like that only, and it's already broken that high also, this high. So now it is still we are in the corrections only. If it is a fall means it need not to break this high, and it's already broken the high as of now. So if this is the three-way structures and this is the completion of this correction for this impulsive wave to the downside, no need to break this, and I'm expecting the bigger corrections to break this low. But already if it broken the this high, so the intermediate high, so now there is a lot of correction is going on. So what I am expecting in the coming days, not for today or tomorrow like that, the corrections may happen like this kind of a running flat here. So this is the one impulsive wave for this correction. So understand this is the one deeper correction, right, for this whole thing. And we didn't know whether this is the trend reversal or this could be the end of the third of Roman wave led here, and we are in the fourth wave as I expected. So if you are confusing, you just go through that yesterday video also or the previous video, and you can understand what my idea is. So now in the 15 minutes, now I am expecting a three-way structure. So whether this is the impulsive wave and we are in the correction as a running flat, or if it is a expanded flat also, there is a lot of chances for making this to break. After that may not also. Say from here, if it is a running flat, it can go like this also again. If it is an expanded flat, and it can be like this kind of three-way to break this low, and again I am expecting this structure to break this as an irregular flat for this fourth wave if it breaks the high. But if it didn't break the high, there is a high chance to break this low as I explained in the yesterday's video. So now we have to watch here clearly. So once it is breaking this low, there is a lot of chances for bounce to break again this high. So this high, if it took the high, there is a lot of chances for making a irregular flat formation in this fourth wave. Else we could reach and it can break this lower level. So try to understand, this is a whole downward impulsive wave to the downside. We are in the correction for this wave, and this is the impulsive wave for this correction. So in this impulsive wave, we are in this correction. So it's a little bit correction part you have to understand clearly. And now we are in this B wave. These are the intermediate B wave. So again one more high is also possible to break this, again this high, and may or may not it took this high. So and hope you understand this, otherwise you just play back what I had said. So now I'm expecting I will show you that, and today maybe at 50 points or maybe or may not be the gap up open, and I will show you the examples of the previous it did in the US 30. This is a future market in the stocks futures US 30. See this kind of exact deeper corrections to that downward, it's a bearish, and again this kind of rise, and again there is a strong impulsive wave, and again this is, so these are all the correction part, and again it took the this low. So like that every time, see it is starting to rise and sudden fall, this kind of impulsive way to the downside. See here and every time, this is not the first time, because we are in that all time high. So market will affect according to the news, fundamental newses, and somebody, but big institutions, big players are booking the profits, or retailers, it can be anything. So see here also, every time it is making a new high, there is a steep fall here also. So here, and it is overlapping messy, and then it is struggling to make a new high, and immediately it fell. So like this also, now it is happening in the Nifty. See here, if it is a new high, it already fell down and again new. See, like this, it is once it broken the high, immediately there is a fall. So like that it is happening, the structure is going like that. And the previous in S&P 500 also, it is in the same kind of structure. It's a nearly the 500 in the Nifty, nearly it is in a 500 points correction here, from here to here. It's a 500 points correction, and immediately here also. So here also the same thing happened in the 500 point corrections. So now what I'm looking here is, in the, as per the SGX Nifty, there is a lot of corrections going on. So this week could be a corrections. So correction means it's not like a overlapping and messy, it will be a free fall, and again it could bounce. So like this kind of correction, see this is the 500 points downward, right, from that 16,700 to 16,250, nearly 450 points, and again it's struggling, it's a overlapping. So this is a correction part. So try to understand that, trade safely in the correction part. And one thing, if it breaks the high, immediately there is a fall can happen nearly at 16,800 also for the irregular flat formation. But I'm expecting again this kind of way, if it breaks a high also, if it didn't break the high also, this kind of impulsive way to the, where it get rejected, we may get that kind of impulsive way to the downside. So I hope you enjoyed this pre-market predictions. So we will see you in that tomorrow pre-market predictions. So until that's an MK Vijay, and have a nice profitable day to you everybody. Thanks a lot.